What's good, YouTube? It is your boy, man, Rick Be Logical, back again with another video. And in today's video, man, we're going to do something really interesting, really, something that I always want to talk about, and that's comparing two historic defenses, the 2000 Ravens and the 2002 Buccaneers. This video is very short notice, but I wanted to get it posted for the NFL season started, and I got many other projects dropping later this week. I can't wait to show you guys, but this is the first one: the Ravens and the Buccaneers side by side. As y'all all know, the 2000 Ravens, one of the most dominant defenses ever, but the 2002 Buccaneers, it sort of goes under the radar. This is not a video where I'm going to be saying their stories and how they put together the defenses, but just rather to just comparing to them and me just saying why I think the Buccaneers deserve more recognition. But with all that being said, let's get into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, bruh, and let's get it. So many of you know who the 2000 Ravens are, that historic defense back in 2000, and they beat the Giants with an old-fashioned can of whoopee in the 2000 Super Bowl. But all jokes aside, though, many of you youngsters, young kids, don't know who the 2002 Buccaneers are, and this defense, it goes under the radar. I feel like it doesn't give enough like coverage, like enough talk about. Like, that team was so dominant that year, led by Derrick Brooks, Simeon Rice, and Warren Sapp. Guys, I mean, they had Super Bowl. They had Hall of Famers at all three levels, man. And we're going to compare these two defenses right here, as you can see. So again, just talking about the defenses only. The 02 Buccaneers, right? Number one in passing yards, number one in passing touchdowns, number one in passing interceptions. They forced a lot of turnovers, and they were 6 in sacks, 6 in rushing yards, and 3rd in passing touchdowns. So pretty much everything is top 5. Except for sacks and rushing yards. Their passing defense was stupidly good. That secondary with Rondé Barber, John Lynch, it's another guy in there I'm missing. I'm sorry, but their defense that's just crazy to me. But the Ravens defense, they did pretty good. Don't get me wrong. 8th in passing yards, 2nd in TDs, 5th in interceptions, 10th worst in sacks, but number one in both yards and touchdowns. I mean, 10th worst in sacks? Let me find out, man. But now, on a serious note, both defenses balled out. As you can see here, the Buccaneers starting defense, they had a 4-3 style defense. I mean, I think they were in a 3-4 when they had Tony Dungy. So if you don't know the story of the Buccaneers head coach prior to that Super Bowl season was Tony Dungy, and he made the famous Tampa 2 style defense. Tampa being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then 2, I think it just means too high safety look. I'm not going to go into break down on how the whole coverage 2, Tampa 2 thing works, but if you heard the terminology Tampa 2, this is where it comes from. This defense, that late 90s, early 2000 defense, and then once John Gruden took over, he made the defense even better. But at the starting lineup, man, that D-line has 2 Hall of Famers, and that same year they had 2 All-Pros, 2 Pro Bowlers, and Simeon Rice and Warren Sapp. Both of those guys balled out. 2 of the greatest of all time, top 5 in their positions of all time, in my opinion. And then at the linebacker core, again, 2 more Pro Bowlers in Shelton Quarles and Derrick Brooks. Derrick Brooks being one of the underrated linebackers of all time. Bro was super fast. Bro, really great coverage guy. I mean, bro had 5 interceptions that year in 2002, 118 total yards, and he won Defensive Player of the Year. So bro was balling out that year. And then at the secondary, you had Brian Kelly. That's what I was talking about. Brian Kelly with 8 interceptions. Didn't make the Pro Bowl, but still, 8 interceptions is crazy to me. Rondé Barber, which, the Tiki Barber's brother. I don't know if he's older or younger, but, he was a demon. And then John Lynch, he was a Pro Bowler. I mean, this team from top to bottom is loaded with just studs and superstars and Hall of Famers, man. Don't get me wrong, the Ravens defense, as we're about to see right now, they have full of demons too. So, as you can see, man, the Baltimore Ravens, they had demons all over the field too. I forgot to put the Pro Bowlers and All Pros, but they only had like 3 of them, so just my fault. I mean, what's only they had was just Sam Adams, Ray Lewis, and Rod Woodson, but it's still my fault. My apologies, y'all. But the Ravens, They're they said it had a 4-3 defense on Pro Football Focus reference. I don't know if that's true or not. I couldn't really confirm that. I mean, but you know, their defense, they had Sam Adams again. He was a Pro Bowler. Tony Saragusa, rest in peace to him. He was pretty good, really good nose tackle. Rob Burnett, he had 10.5 sacks. A demon, you know what I'm saying? Ray Lewis, as we all know, one of the greatest players of all time to ever lace up offense or defense. I mean, bro, Ray Lewis, I mean, demon, right? 137 total tackles, 14 tackles for loss, and a defensive player of the year. Bro was going crazy. Dwayne Starks, he had 6 interceptions, and Rod Woodson, he had 4 interceptions. But, you know, they were okay. I mean, the Ravens pass rush could do a lot better. I mean, again, only being 10th worst, bottom of the 10 in sacks. That's not top defense of all time worthy. But what makes these two defenses top defenses of all time? So as you can see, man, both the Ravens and the Buccaneers, they had games where they just dominated time after time again. Starting with the Buccaneers, they had 7 games where they forced 3+ turnovers, man, in the regular season, and then in the divisional game in the Super Bowl, forced 5 turnovers. That's insane to me. They gave up 12.3 points a game, and then they had 2 shutouts that season, and they had 8 total games where they gave up 10 points or under, man. So that's pretty good. But the Ravens, I gotta give the Ravens this. They had 5 games. They gave up 5+ turnovers, man. That's insane. 2 of them was in the postseason, 3 in the regular season, 4 shutouts, 12 games where they gave up 10 or less points, allowed 10 points a game, and had 13 turnovers in the postseason. That is insane to me. So it's like the Buccaneers, they have more so, I guess you could say, individual stats, but the Ravens had just collectively just way better team stats. That's what it seems like to me. But I guess you could say I am a little bit biased towards the Buccaneers because they had a better D line. They had a way better D line. I mean, you had both Simeon Rice and primetime Warren Sapp. Both of these guys are in their primes coming at you. You know what I'm saying? You trying to double team Warren Sapp, up here comes Simeon Rice 1-on-1 coming at you full speed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, just again, I value defensive linemen and offensive linemen over skill positions, right? When I'm team building, playing old Maddens, playing old NCAA games, like, you gotta retool that D-line and O-line, and that's how, like, because if you get pressures, if you force the quarterback to do dumb decisions, most of that stuff comes from the D-line getting to the quarterback, not these disguise, well, sometimes the disguise coverages and blanket coverages type of defenses. I mean, if you just talk to quarterbacks and they tell you, oh, well, the D-line was coming too fast and had to throw it extra fast, you know, get out my hands real quick. I mean, they don't say that, you know, oh, well, the safety dropped and he rolled and I seen that first. Nah, they say, I'm scared. I'm trying to run for my life. I'm trying to get the ball out real quick. And then I'm making other mental mistakes about how the secondary. I mean, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts again. I just wanted to compare the two defenses. You know, I love watching old defenses, especially the 2000 defenses. I don't know why. I just have a little niche for them. But hey, man, if you like the video, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, bruh.